Together all the way. Heels and toes touching. Hi, Lise. Have a beautiful class this morning. Go ahead and lace your fingers underneath the chin, thumbs touching your throat. And let's begin. Inhale. Striking lots over the back of the throat, your elbows float up to the ceiling. Hold it at the top. Bring your hands together, wrists together, elbows touch off your chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Dragging lots of air over the back of your throat as your elbows float to the ceiling. Hold them at the top. Now exhale, drop your head back. Look across your ceiling. Find one spot as you bring your hands together, wrists together, elbows touching off your chest. Inhale. Let your ribcage expand, fill up with air, and then exhale. Inhale. Don't try and rush the breath. Take the full 6 seconds if you can to get in as much air as possible into your lungs. And now exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Three more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And one more nice big deep breath. And exhale. Relax your arms down by your side, roll your shoulders around, loosen up your neck maybe. All righty. Hi, Steph. Hi, Steve. All righty. Second set. Feet together all the way, heels and toes touching. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up, chest open. Go ahead and let your fingers once again. Opposite thumb you can put on top if you'd like to balance out left and right. And let's begin. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elbows touch. Inhale. Dragging lots of air with the back of your throat as your elbows really full up to the ceiling. Hold it at the top. Now exhale. Hands come together, wrists come together, elbows touch. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And just 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Relax your arms down by your side. You can roll your shoulders around, loosen up your neck, maybe knee if you need to. Hi, Leslie. All righty. Let's start our practice this morning. Feet together all the way, heels and toes touching what you get. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up, chest open. Go ahead and inhale your arms up overhead and let your fingers release your index fingers. Stretch up out of your waist. Now go left and right. While you're warming up, I'm going to go get my clock because I forgot it. I probably would have had the timing right, but we probably would have finished a little bit early. I'll be right back. Back. All righty. Go ahead and stop in the middle. Palms together all the way down to the wrist. Stretch up and out of your waist. Keep the length in your spine. Now go over to the right. Find a place that's comfortable this morning and just breathe in and out through your nose for the remainder part of class. If you find yourself breathing through your mouth, you're doing just a little bit too much. Back off until you can breathe nice and calmly in and out through your nose. We're trying to stretch the whole left side of our body. Starting up in the fingertips, gradually going all the way down your wrists, your forearms, your triceps, those oblique muscles, intercostal muscles as well, into your left waistline. If you keep coming down, pushing up a little bit more if you can. Upper body back, weights in your heels, stretch a bit more and change. So the reverse, come back up to the center. Now readjust your grip. Stretch up, way up out of your waist. Keep that length that you just created. Now over to the left. Leave with your hip. Push your back to the right. Yes. So you're not just bending, you're stretching the whole right side of your body. Keep your chin away from your chest so you can breathe nice and easily and calmly through your nose. And just settle into your posture and breathe. Your feet are grounded. The weight's in your heels. Lean your upper body back just ever so slightly. Keep your arms squeezing your head. That stretches those oblique muscles, intercostal muscles that are really good to stretch out. If you'd like to go down to one more place, it's up to you. Stretch a bit more. And change. So the reverse, come back to center. Now drop your head back. Let it shake out like someone's giving you a nice shampoo. Although most salons won't do that anymore. Now, get ready for our first back bend. Stretch it way up out of your waist. Keep that length in your spine again. Now, first, try it your best you can to bring your arms as close here as possible. Then, slowly start looking for your back wall. Stomach, hips, and thighs forward to the front. Mirror, weights in your heels. And look back. Stretch back. Go back. Reach back. Look back. Eyes down your wall. Change. Slowly reverse. Come up to the center, find your eyes, suck in your stomach, and slowly bend forward at the waist. Now bend your knees if you need to. Hands come to the floor. Now walk it out. Just have a good old time to warm up whatever you need to warm up. Roll up on your toes. Squat a couple times. Ouch. All the walking that I do, my quads are always really tight these days. And my knee joints and my ankle joints could use a little bit of tenderness and love. All righty. Let's get ready for our first set of hands to feet pose. Feet together all the way. Heels and toes touching. Bend your knees. Put your stomach on your thighs. Leave it there. Now wrap your arms behind your calf muscles. Try to get those elbows as close as possible behind you. Then get a grip standing where you can. If you can step on your fingers, beautiful. I kind of like crossing my baby fingers. It kind of gives me a little bit extra grip. If you can't quite grab your heels, grab your ankles, grab your calves. Suck in your stomach, lift your hips as you drop your head. And remember to exhale all the air as much as possible out of your body. as you pull your upper body down, as you lift your hips up to the ceiling. And just let your spine breathe. The more you can pull and lift your hips up at the same time, the more of a stretch you get for your entire body. Like they say, a 360-degree stretch from your tailbone to the bottom of your feet and from your tailbone to the top of your head. Suck in your stomach, get your hips one more place if you can. And change to reverse, come back up. And arms float down by your side. Breathe. All righty. Second set. Inhale, arms up over your head sideways. Interlace your fingers, release your index finger, stretch up out of your waist. Now go back over to the right. If you're feeling strong this morning, you want to go a little bit further. It's quite up to you. Knowing full well that most of you don't have a hot room. I don't. And my bathroom's a little too cluttered to efficiently do any type of yoga. And the cats wouldn't allow it anyway. Go to one more place, stretch a bit more, and change to the reverse, come back up to center. Stretch up out of your waist, now go back over to the left. Pushing it out to the right. Breathe. Trying to make that half moon shape if you can. If it's not quite working for you today, hey, that's quite all right. Do your best, come down as much as you can, stretch a bit more, push hip, and change. So reverse. Now, look up to reporting, stretch way up. Get your waistline up in the air, and now go back. Stomach gets the thighs forward, reach for the back wall. Change to the reverse. Woohoo! Come on up. Slowly bend forward at the waist. If you have any back issues today, hands to your knees before you come on down. It's always helpful. Now walk it out once again. Hope you guys are all doing great today. I was hoping to be on the deck, but still a little bit too chilly for me. All righty. Second set, hands to feet, both feet together all the way. Bend your knees, put your stomach on your thighs, wrap your arms behind your calf muscles. Once again, get those elbows as close as possible as you get your grip. And slowly lift your hips as you drop your head. Exhale and lift. Exhale, pull down. Stretch. Lift. Go to one more place, stretch a bit more, lift your hips at the same time, equal and simultaneously, and change. So reverse, come on back up. And now arms float down by your side. Breathe. All righty. Aqua pose is up next. Take a step out to the right. Measure if you need to. Two tight fists in between your toes and your heels. Measure if you need to. Otherwise, let's get started. Inhale, arms up. Arms are shoulder height, shoulder width apart. All fingers together, including those wayward thumbs. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees and sit down. You don't think I can see your fingertips and toes from here? Well, I can. Now, lean your upper body back, bend your knees and sit down, stretching forward, sitting down, change. So the reverse, come on back up. High up on your toes now, way, way high up. If you're getting used to being up on your toes once again, stay here. If you're adding on, engage your abdominals and slowly bend your knees. All the while keeping your heels way up in the air. Change. So the reverse, come on back up and heels down. Third part, Come up a little bit, squeeze your thighs together. And taking it at your own pace, slowly slide down. Like you're going down your back wall. If you're close to your back wall, try sliding down, keeping your shoulders and hips all in that line, all the way, feel the wall all the way close to you. And change. So the reverse, come on back up. Drop your heels, bring your feet back together, arms down by your side. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe. And just to show you guys that I'm not cheating, I'm going to turn. All right, second set. Take a step out to the right. Once again, measure if you need to. Inhale, arms up. All fingers together. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your knees and sit down. Once again, like you're sitting in the chair that's a little bit too far away from you. Chest up, fingertips stretching forward, sitting down, working the ankle joint a little bit more. And change to the reverse, come back up. High up on your toes. When you're ready, if you're ready, you can bend your knees. Rolling up high up on those toes, maybe big toes and second toes only. Coming down only to the level of a chair. Heels up, heels up, heels up, heels up. And change. So the reverse, come on back up and drop your heels. Third part, come up a little bit. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And slowly slide down. See how straight my spine is? And I don't go very far. But that's what I aim for. Keeping those shoulders and hips in one line. And change the reverse, come on back up. Drop your heels, bring your feet back together, and arms down by your side. You can roll your shoulders back if you need to, and breathe. Last thing before our water break, eagle. Inhale, arms up, palms touch above your head. Swing your right arm underneath your left. Twist your arms like ropes. Palms together, thumbs next to your face. Bring your elbows down first. Then sit down, stay real low. Right leg high over on the left. Squeeze. Your foot may wrap, it may not. Don't worry too much about it. If you point your toes down to the floor, you're engaging that ankle joint quite nicely. Elbows down and change. So into your legs, under your arms, palms touch, left and the right. Bring your elbows down, palms together. Sit down, stay real low. Left leg up over on the right. Squeeze. One day you want everything to line up underneath your nose. That includes your fingertips, your wrists, your elbows, and your knees and your ankles. Sit down one more place. Squeeze and change. So into your legs, under your arms, palms touch. Right and the left again. Swing it, twist it. Elbows down. Sit down, stay below. Right leg up over on the left. Squeeze. One side may work a little bit better than the other. It's certainly the case with me. And change. So into your legs, under your arms, palms touch. And now left and the right. Elbows down, sit down, stay real low. And left leg up over on the right. Squeeze. The lower you sit, maybe the more you can stretch out those joints and change. So reverse under your legs, under your arms. Palms touch above your head. Arms float down by your side. Stay still for just 1 second and breathe. Now have a little water. Drop your hands if you need to. Steph. But it's not 80 degrees now. It's 60. It seems like always when I have the late classes, it's raining. Or the early classes, it's too cool. All right. That's the way of the world. All righty. Let's get ready to balance this morning. Let's do your best. Standing forward, your knees up first. Remember to take it at your own pace. There's no heat, so you may do a little less this morning. Stand up straight, shoulders back, chin up, just open. Shift your weight to your left leg, and up pick your right. Extend your knee, grab 2 inches below your kneecap, arm round down and grab 2 inches below your toes. Lock your standing leg, We're on the clock now for 1 minute. Breathe. And I did find my clock, so I have a good eye on that second hand. Breathe. Just coming back to locking the standing leg. That's the most important part of this whole practice right now as we're trying to balance, at least the first set. If you're doing something and adding on, try not to let it interfere with that locked leg. We're halfway right now. Breathe. As we come up on the end, we have 10 more seconds to go. Remember to engage your abdominals, engage our quad muscle both, and change. So the reverse, stand up straight, shoulders back, breathe. Let's try the other side. Shift your weight to your right leg, inhale, pick up your left, extend your knee, grab your knee, 2 inches below your kneecap, around down and grab your toes, 2 inches below your toes. We're on the clock for 1 minute. Breathe. Engaging those abdominals, keeping them really engaged and tight and pulled in and up. Just the same thing that you're doing with your quad, in and up. But those are both big muscle groups, so they want to relax after a while. So just come back again and again and again to re-engaging them. We're halfway right now. And if at any point you'd like to add on, it's up to you. You can slowly, gently bring your heels to the front mirror, or the front of your room, rather, if you don't have a mirror. Toes back to your face, elbows down. When they go below your calf muscle, then you can bring your forehead to your knee. Breathe. Coming up on the end, the last 5 seconds. Be nice and strong. And change. So the reverse, stand up straight. Shoulders back. Breathe. If you're engaging your core the whole time, you don't need to do any of those excessive back bends. All right? Second set. Half the time. Shift your weight once again to your left leg and up to your right. Extend your knee. Grab your knee or your toes. Lock your standing leg. We're on the clock. Just 30 seconds. Once again, if you'd like to add on, it's up to you. You can slowly, gently bring your heels toward the front of your room. When that leg is parallel, bring your toes back to your face. Hopefully my bottom of my feet are clean. Elbows down. And if you can, bring your forehead to your knee. Change. So the reverse, come on up. Roll your shoulders back. Breathe. Shift your weight to your right leg and up to your left. Extend your knee. Grab your knee, your toes, lock your leg. On the clock, 30 seconds. Once again, if you're adding on, please do it at your own pace. Hey, Maynard. Heel forward. Toes back to your face. Elbows down. And then forehead to knee. And change to the reverse. Come on up. Breathe. Funny thing on Facebook, one of my yoga friends was having a pose, broadcasted the whole Facebook universe, and the bottom of her feet were so dirty. I just thought it was kind of funny. I can relate. All right, standing bows up next. You can let me do that? Okay. Bend your right palm up, drop it down, grab your ankle from the inside, then turn your body. Hello. Oops. Left arm up. He's calling my tights. On the clock, kick and reach. Breathe. You want to stretch. Keep your left arm up next to your head as you kick back and up. Breathe. And if you think it's hard bouncing on one leg, try to do it with a cat, circling your foot and banging into it the whole time. We're about halfway. And trying to climb up your leg. Breathe. If you'd like to come on down and kick up a little bit more. And change. So reverse. Come on back up. Breathe. All righty. Left palm up. Drop it down. Grab your ankle. Turn your body. Right shoulder visible in the mirror. Right arm next to your face. Keep it there. On the clock. You got 1 minute to kick and reach. If you keep your arm up next to your head, next to your ear, the stretching part takes care of itself. And then you can concentrate a little bit more, kicking back and up. As you can see, my two shoulders are in one line. The left one's right behind my right shoulder. The only thing that's visible to you guys is my right shoulder. Breathe. We're halfway. If you'd like to come on down, it's up to you. Keep kicking and reaching and stretching. Maynard. And change to the reverse. Stand up straight. Breathe. Second set, half the time. Right palm up once again. Drop it down. Grab your ankle. Turn your body. Left shoulder visible. Left arm up next to your face. Keep it there. On the clock, kick and reach. If you're able to stay in the posture the whole minute in the first set, feel free to try and experiment, see how far you can come down. It's okay to fall out, especially if it's your second set. Breathe. Come on down, kick up. And change to the reverse. Breathe. All right. Left palm up, drop it down. Pick up your foot, grab your ankle, turn your body, right arm up next to your face. Keep it there. And on the clock, kick and reach. Keep stretching and kicking and reaching. Maynard. This is live in my house. One of 4 cats that we have. One's at the vet right now. One's here bothering me. Change. So the birds come on back up. Palm down. Breathe. Take a step to the back of your mat and towel if you're not already there. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see my angle a little bit better. Hopefully it's nice today. All righty. Balancing stick. Inhale, arms up. Over your head, and release your fingers, release your index finger, squeeze your head. Take a step to your right foot, point the toes, shift the weight. Left foot up off the floor, and pivot. Leg up, body down. Everything in one straight line from your fingertips to your toes. All right. And change to the reverse, come on back up. Take a step to your left foot, point the toes, shift the weight. Right toes up off the floor, and pivot. Leg up, body down. Stretch from your fingertips to your toes. Squeeze your head with your arms. Right hip down and change. So reverse step back and arms down. Breathe. Second set. All right. Inhale, arms up. Interlace your fingers, release your next finger, squeeze your head. Right foot forward. Left foot back and up. And pivot. Leg up, body down. Whoa. Breathe. Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Left foot forward. Right foot back and up. And pivot. Leg up, body down. Change to reverse, step on back. Arms down. Breathe. All righty. If you want to move your mat and towel, I will do that today. Have a little water before we do our separate leg stretching. All righty. Let's get ready. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Step out to the right, arms down. Turn your toes in toward each other, sucking in your stomach, and slowly bend forward. Chin out, shoulder blades back. And for the first set, as always, you can have your hands on the floor right in front of you. To just let your spine relax. Breathe. Maynard. As you just feel, try to keep your spine straight though. You don't want any curves in your back. If you do, try to keep your chin up a little bit. Try to bring your shoulder blades back together behind you. And sometimes if you imagine your chest opening from the front and turn your toes in toward each other, then lift your hips up to the ceiling a little bit further. And change to the reverse. Come on back up. Bring your feet back together, arms up over your head, and arms float down by your side. Breathe. My yoga student here doesn't listen too well. You're supposed to be on the left side of your mat. Okay. Second set, arms up, palms touch. Step out to the right once again, arms down. Turn your toes in toward each other, sucking in your stomach, and slowly move forward. Chin out, shoulder blades back. Now try to run your hands down the backs of your legs. Getting a grip somewhere. Maybe it's gripping your heels, maybe it's gripping your ankles or your calves. Elbows back to your calf muscles. Pull. As you lift your hips up to the ceiling. Hi. Breathe. Exhale and pull. Exhale and lift. Pull and lift. Maynard, pull and lift. Lift. And change. So reverse, come on back up. Bring your feet back together, arms up over your head. And the arms float down by your side. Breathe. Next up, triangle. We'll see if my yoga student plays along with me. Inhale, arms up, palms touch. Take a big step out to the right, arms down. Right toes to the right, left toes in, about a 45-degree angle. Suck in your stomach. Bend the right knee, sit down. Sit down to the thighs parallel to the floor, and your knees and your ankle in one line. Now bring your elbows to your knee, right elbow to the right knee. See, you want that triangle from your armpit to your knee to your waistline. And another triangle from your elbow to your big toe to your ankle. Stretching up, chins on that left shoulder. As you sit down, stretch. Now you're supposed to be sitting down, Maynard, not up. And change the reverse, come up out of lunge. Turn your right toes in, left toes out. Suck in your stomach. Bend the left knee, sit down. And when you're ready, go ahead and move your arms. Left elbow to the left knee, stretching your right arm way up to the ceiling. Chins on that right shoulder. Arms to try to be as straight up and down as possible. And change the reverse, come on back up. Turn your left toes in, bring your feet back together, arms up over your head. And arms float down by your side. Breathe. Second set, inhale, arms up once again, palms touch. Step out to the right, arms down. Right toes to the right, left toes in. Suck in your stomach, bend the right knee, sit down. Go ahead and move your arms, right elbow, right knee, stretching your left arm way up to the ceiling. You want that mini spine twist. So bring your left shoulder back a little bit and use your right elbow to push the right knee back. Chins on that left shoulder. Sit down, stretch. Fingertips, if they can, lightly touch the big toe. Change. So reverse, come on back up. Right toes in, left toes out. Left toes out, Maynard. Bring your left knee, sit down, and go ahead and move your arms. Left elbow to the left knee, stretching your right arm way up to the ceiling. And on this side, you want your right shoulder coming back to your back wall. Opening up your heart and your chest as you sit down and stretch. Change the reverse, come up out of the lunge. Left toes in, bring your feet back together, arms up over your head. And arms float down by your side. Breathe. You may find your heart rate up a little bit. It's kind of designed to do that. So up to you to slow your breath by having a long exhale and deep long inhales as well. Breathe. Standing separate leg forward to knee. Inhale, arms up. Palms touch above your head. Step out to the right. Lift your toes, pivot to the right side of your room. Adjust your back foot if you need to. Twist, twist, twist your hips. Stretch up. Tuck your chin to your chest and slowly round down. And bend your knee up to get your forward knee contact. Breathe. Hi, Zero. How was the vet? Change to the reverse, come on back up. Turn. Turn to the left side. Adjust your back foot. Stretch up. Tuck your chin into your chest and slowly round down. Like you're doing a standing form of rabbit. Forehead to knee. Hi, Zero. You okay? Forehead to knee. Change to the reverse, come on back up. Turn. Bring your feet back together and drop your arms down by your side. Breathe. He's been my yoga student today. Yeah, Maynard. Second set. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, cross your thumbs. Take a step out to the right. Lift your toes, pivot to the right side of the room. Twist your hips. Twist, twist, twist. Stretch up. Tuck your chin into your chest and slowly round down. Forward to knee. You want to try to keep your two hips in one line. Sometimes if you're bending that front foot, your hips will drop on the right side. Do your best to keep your hips as straight as possible. Maybe rolling some weight into the front foot a little bit. Breathe. Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Turn. And one more turn to the left side. Adjust your back foot. I like to have my feet about hip width distance apart. It kind of keeps my hips more in one line. Otherwise, stretch up, tuck your chin into your chest, leave it there, and slowly round down. You making the loop? Forehead to knee. Change to the reverse, come on back up. Turn, bring your feet back together, and drop your arms down by your side. Breathe. Now come to the center of your mat and towel. Foot, tree, and toe. 2 sets today, since I'm running ahead of schedule. Tree pose first. Roll your shoulders back, sit up, stand up straight. Shift your weight to your left leg and up into your right. Grab them underneath by the toes. Let the knee just do what it wants to do. Bring your right hand in prayer. And breathe. At this point, you don't want to do anything extravagant to bring your heart rate up. Just trying to bring your heart rate down, getting you ready to go down to the floor for Savasana as we finish off our standing series. Breathe. And change to the reverse. Come on back up, stretch up. Shoulders back. Shift your weight to your left leg, right leg, and up into your left. Grab from underneath by the toes. Let the knee do what it wants to do. And bring your left hand in prayer. As Diana would normally say, be your favorite tree. Be tall and majestic. And most of all, just breathe. Take in the wonderful oxygen. Let the carbon dioxide be released. If you're a tree, you're doing the opposite. Change the reverse, come on back up. And breathe. Toe stand or second set of tree, whatever works best for you. Shift your weight to your left leg and up. It can be right. Grab from underneath by the toes. Let the knee do what it wants to do. Right hand in prayer. Toe stand if you're going, left hand in prayer. Slowly bend forward at the waist. When your fingertips get to the floor, lift your heel. Come straight down over your toes. Then bring your hands back by your hips. That'll allow you to straighten your spine. And bring your left hand in prayer. Then your right hand in prayer. Breathe. Change for the reverse, stand up straight. Shift weight to your right leg in, up to your left. Grab. And bring your left hand in prayer. Breathe. Toe stand if you're going, bring your right hand in prayer as well. Slowly bend forward at the waist. When your fingertips get to the floor, lift your heel. Come straight down over your toes. Then bring your hands back by your hips. Straighten your spine. Then bring your left hand in prayer, then right hand in prayer. Breathe. Toe stand change. I know everybody change for the reverse. Stand up straight. Shoulders back. Breathe. If you move your mat and towel, you can go ahead and move it back. Lie down on your back for Savasana. Get your setup. Find your spot. And breathe. Let your belly rise and fall. Hopefully you guys can see me. Breathe. Yeah, just find your spot on your ceiling. Let your palms face up. Heels kind of close together. Toes just flopped up into the side. Breathe. A few more deep breaths as your body absorbs all the benefits of what you've just done in the standing series. All right, let's get ready for the floor series. When we're leaving, poses up first. Inhale, bend your right knee up. Interlace your fingers 2 inches below your kneecap. Pull your knee out to the side, then down toward your shoulder, avoiding the rib cage if you can. Elbows in close to your body. Tuck your chin deeply into your chest. Elbows in close to your body. Extend that left leg to the back wall. Left toes back to your face so you engage all the muscles in that left leg as you pull your right knee to your right shoulder. And change. So reverse. Inhale, bend your left leg up. Exhale, knee out to the side, then down toward your shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Tuck your chin into your chest. Elbows in close to your body. Exhale, pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. And change. So reverse. Inhale, bring both legs up. Give yourself a big hug. It doesn't matter what you grab. It could be your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your fingertips, whatever you can, but do your best if you can to get your tailbone as close to the floor as possible. Breathe. Keep your chin tucked. Elbows really into your body. Pull. Use your bicep strength. Exhale. Exhale. Pull and stretch. And change. Relax. Release. Savasana. Breathe. Here we go, second set. Inhale, bend your right knee up. Interlace your fingers all the way to the webbing. Pull your knee out to the side, then down toward the shoulder. Tuck your chin into your chest. Elbows in close to your body. Extend that left heel toward the back wall. Left toes back to your face. Exhale, pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. And change. So reverse. Inhale, bend your left leg up. Exhale, knee out to the side, then down toward your shoulder, avoiding the rib cage. Tuck your chin deeply into your chest. Elbows in close to your body. Exhale, pull and stretch. And change to the reverse. Inhale, bring both legs up once again. Give yourself a big hug. As you push your knees maybe a little bit down toward your belly button. Getting into the hip joint. As you really let your spine completely lengthen down to the floor. Tuck your chin into your chest. Exhale, pull and stretch. Pull and stretch. And change for the reverse. Relax, release, Savasana. Breathe. All righty. It's time for our first sit-up. If you have any back issues today, just roll over onto your side of back. Sit-up's not for you. Or you can bend your knees up. Bring your arms up over your head. Stretch up. Touch your toes. Exhale twice. Nose to knees. Come over onto your stomachs with the spine strengthening series. Fingertips in line with your shoulders. Elbows in close to your body. Chin on a towel. Get ready. This is Cobra. Inhale, lift up. Come up to a 90-degree angle with your elbows. Looking up to the ceiling. Chin forward, eyes up. Squeezing your glutes. Engaging your whole lower spine. And change. So the reverse. Come on back down. And then look to the right. Left ear on the towel. Breathe. Ten-second posture with a 20-second rest. Let's do it again. Fingertips in line with your shoulders, elbows in close to your body. Chin on the towel, squeeze your legs together. Get ready. Inhale, lift up. Boom, right away to that 90-degree angle. Eyes up, chin forward. And change. So reverse, chin down. And look to the left, right on the towel. Arms down by your side. Breathe. All right, locust is up next. Working the upper spine, lift your hips and slide your hands way underneath your body, palms facing the floor. Little baby fingers can touch across underneath you. Point your right toes off the right leg. Lift the right leg back to the back wall, then up for the ceiling. Calf defined, toes pointed, stretch it back and up. Change, reverse. Point your left toes off the left leg back and up. Stretch it back, stretch it up. Change, mouth down, kiss the towel, readjust. Even closer, get the air moving. Inhale, lift both legs up. Change to the reverse, woohoo. Legs down, arms out, and look to the right. Breathe. Second set, chin on the towel, lift your hips, slide your hands underneath your body. Try to really get your elbows as close as possible underneath you. If it's not, it's just a journey today to see how far you can do. Point your right toes out the right leg, lift the right leg back and up. Just try to get your hip off your hand. Change. So the reverse, point your left toes, lock the left leg, lift the left leg back and up. Change. So the reverse, mouth down, kiss the towel, readjust your arms even closer. Get the air moving. Inhale, lift both legs up. Hips off your hands, in the air, best you can, and change. So reverse, woohoo! Arms out, legs down, leg to the left, right on the towel. Breathe. All right, full locust is up next. Arms out, chin on the towel. Squeeze your legs together, all fingers together as well. Get ready. Inhale, lift everything in the air. Chin up, chest up, look up, stretch up. Eyes up. Legs up. And change. So reverse, chin down and look right. Breathe. Second set. Chin on the towel, arms out, squeeze your legs together, get ready. Inhale, lift everything in the air. Change. So reverse, chin down, and look left. Right around the towel, breathe. Alrighty, floor bills up next. Bend your knees. Grab your feet from the outside where your shoelaces would be. If you need to turn it over and do bridge, if that's a better posture for you today, please feel free. I don't care. Now, chin on the towel, just kick your legs up first. Once you feel them coming up, lift your chin and your chest up and look up and stretch up. Roll forward and kick. Eyes up. Look for those toes coming up over the top of your head. As I've said before in my previous classes here virtually, I think this is one of the hardest postures without the heat for me. Change. So reverse chin down and look to the right. Breathe. Feel free to join in and let me know what's your toughest posture without the heat. Second set. Chin on the towel, bend your knees, grab your feet, bring them together if you can behind you. Just kick your legs up. Once you feel them coming up, lift your chin and your chest up and like a bench stretch up. Kick up. Eyes up. Roll forward to the soft part of your belly. Kick. This is another back bend. The more you can engage, open up your chest, the better you're going to be in these back bends. And change. So reverse, chin down, everything down, and look to the left, right in the towel. Breathe. All right. Hands on each shoulders, come up to the top of your mat and down. Now, perfect firm. If one of your knees is giving you issues today, you can always extend that offending leg. And then when you're ready, go back one elbow at a time. Back of the head down, shoulders down, breathe. This is normally my story time. And I started binge watching a reality series called Alone. It's kind of appropriate for what's happening today in the world. These 10 men get dropped off in isolated areas around Vancouver Island, BC, and they can bring 10 items, and that's the person who survives the longest gets $500,000. Well, change on the reverse, come on back up, release your knees, turn around onto your back for Savasana. I'll finish the story on the second set. Breathe. That's another sit up. Flex your feet, arms up overhead, and I'll come on up. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Come around now. Second set. Fix firm. If you want to switch out your legs, the one other leg forward, the other leg back, it's up to you. Go back when you're ready. Anyhow, what I was saying, this series alone, Vancouver Island, this part of Vancouver Island is known for the largest number of cougars and black bears anywhere in North America. So after one night, they lost one guy. Second night, they lost two more. And the third night, they lost a third one. So it's only 3 nights that they survived. And each one's in their own area, away from each other. So we'll see how long everyone lasts. Breathe. Change. So the reverse, come up, back up. Release your knees, turn around onto your backs. For Savasana. Breathe. Feel free to let me know what you've been binge watching on TV. Flex your feet, arms up over your head, and I'll come on up. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Come around now. Sitting down toward the back of your mat and towel. For the animal series. First up, half tortoise. You want to keep your hips on your heels if you can. If you have any back issues, you can have your hands on your knees and slowly come forward. Otherwise, inhale, arms up, palms together, cross your thumbs overhead, stretch up, and slowly come forward. Try to get your foot to the floor first and your baby fingers. And just relax into this posture. Exhale, breathe, and push and stretch. Letting your spine kind of breathe. Exhale. Change to the reverse, come on back up. Arms down, breathe. Come up on your knees for camel. You can separate them about hip width distance apart. Hands go to your back. Now, you want to lengthen your spine up to the ceiling and push hips forward first and look for the back wall. Keep pushing hips forward. I recommend trying to bring your elbows as close together behind you as possible to open up your chest a little bit more. And for this first set, you don't have to grab for your heels. Just concentrate on opening up your chest. Bring your elbows as close as possible behind you. At the same time, pushing hips forward. Breathe. Change. Hands to back of the down at your feet. Sit down. Breathe. Rabbit's up next. Flip a towel over the back of your heels if you need it for your grip. Otherwise, stretch up, tuck your chin into your chest, round back into yourself, bring your shoulders forward to your knees, tap that before, get a good grip, and the hips way in the air. If your knees are further come apart, walk them up one by one. Heels together as close as possible, lift up. Change to reverse. Vertebra by vertebra, chin off your chest last. Turn around onto your backs. For Savasana. Breathe. It's now time for another sit-up. Flex your feet, arms up over your head. Inhale, come on up, stretch up, touch your toes, exhale twice. Come around now. I'm going to orient myself a different way this for the second set, so you can have a little bit better view if you'd like. All righty. Half tortoise. Once again, your hips are firmly planted on your heels. Inhale, arms up, stretch up, and slowly come forward. Try to get your foot to the floor first, all the while keeping your hips on your heels. And stretch forward and stretch back equally and simultaneously. The more you can squeeze your head in between your arms and breathe, the more elongation of your spine. And that's really what you want to do. You're getting in preparation. This posture is a preparatory posture for camel, our deepest back bend, and rabbit, our deepest forward bend. Hips to your heels, stretch forward. And change the reverse. Come on back up. And drop your arms down by your side. Breathe. Come up on your knees for a second set of camel. They can be a little bit wider apart. And your feet can be a little bit closer. I like to do that because it kind of makes a little tripod. It kind of stabilizes my body a little bit further. Hands to your back. Now stretch your spine up to the ceiling. Elbows back, look to the ceiling, and now look down the back wall. Push your stomach, hips, and thighs forward. If you can grab your heels, please feel free to do so. Breathe. Eyes back and down, hips forward, opening up your heart. Breathe. And change. Hands are back at the down at your feet. Sit down. Breathe. Our second set of rabbit. Once again, you can flip a towel if you need it for your grip. Otherwise, stretch up, tuck your chin and chest, round back into yourself. Bring your shoulders forward to your knees. Top leg or foot, get a bigger hips way in the air. If you can bring your heels together, that's great. If not, don't worry too much about it. Change to the reverse. Come on up. Chin off your chest last. Turn around onto your backs. For Savasana. Breathe. Oh, it's time for the sit up. Flex your feet, arms up overhead. Inhale, coming up, stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Come around now. It's time now for a home stretch. Separate leg stretching forward to knee. So the left foot to the right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up above your head. Stretch up, interlace your fingers all the way to the webbing. Stretch up, turn, twist, round down. Grabbing over the ball of your foot, that's where your toes connect to your foot. And bring your elbows down to release your shoulder blades and then bring it forward to your knee. Breathe. Exhale. The more you can pull your toes back to your face, the more you engage your Achilles tendon. That plantar tendon runs underneath your foot and your hamstring as well, engaging the anterior tibialis muscle. That's the muscle in front of your tibia bone, your lower leg bone. Change to the reverse. Come on back up. Left leg out, right leg in. Stretch up. Turn and twist. Round down. Grabbing once again over the ball of your foot. Bring your toes back to your face. Elbows down. Forehead to knee. As you see on this side for me, the leg comes up and my foot's not as close to my inner thigh. That's because of my knee issue on my right side. So that's my modification, and I encourage you to do that as well if you have any knee issues at all. It doesn't prevent me from bringing my forehead to my knee on the left side, though, or trying to work my elbow down. Breathe. Change the reverse. Come on back up. Bring both legs out. Scoot up a little bit if you need to. Otherwise, come on back. Stretch out. Touch your toes. Exhale twice. Now, bend your knees up. Let me turn this way. Put your stomach on your thighs, chest on your knees. Grab your big toes with your middle and index fingers, and just start walking your hips back. All the while keeping your stomach on your thighs, chest on your knees. Kind of practice this if you're having issues and your stomach comes way up off your thighs. Practice at home now while you have the chance. And then just exhale. Allow your breath to elongate your spine. Without curving your spine, you want your spine to elongate as much as possible. Exhale. 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 Change the reverse. Come on back up. Go all the way around. Lie down on your back. Savasana. Breathe. That's a sign that Zero, our oldest cat, has a toy in his mouth. That wailing is like, oh, I'm killing something. Breathe. Flex your feet, arms above your head. Inhale, come on up, stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Come around now for our final posture, our spine twist. Now, you can extend your left leg or left knee to your front of your room, crossing your right ankle over the left knee corner, lifting your hips and putting them down to the floor. Right arm's really close behind you. Left arm's way up and around. Stretch up, over and look over your right shoulder. Twisting your spine. Eventually, you want your left shoulder visible forward. Stretch, turn, twist, and your right arm's really close behind you. If you don't need the hand, you can pick it up and put it on your left inner thigh, and then you can let your elbow lead the way as your chin and shoulder follows your elbow. Twist, turn, twist, and change. So reverse. Switch out your legs. Right leg extended forward if you have knee issues. Left ankle of the right knee corner, or right knee forward. Left arm's behind you. Right arm's up, over, and around. Use your elbow to push your knee back out of the way. Stretch up, turn, twist. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Twist, turn, twist. Stretch, turn, twist. Stretch, turn, twist. Change the reverse. Come up all the way around. Lie down on your back now for Savasana. Breathe. One final sit-up. Flex your feet, arms up over your head. Inhale, come on up. Stretch up, touch your toes. Exhale twice. Come around now. Get your set up for your final breathing exercise. You can be sitting, knees, heels, toes all the way together, or cross-legged easy pose, which I think I'll do today. And remember, this is just about a bunch of exhale breaths. Sit up straight, hands to your knees, and let's begin. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times. Second set, a little bit faster. Sit up straight. And let's begin. Beautiful job, everyone. Please turn around onto your backs. Close your eyes. This is your final Savasana. Take your time today if you have it. Now would be a time to maybe put on some nice music if you're not listening to some already. Let your body relax and absorb all the benefits of everything you've just done. For these last 73 minutes for me, remember to take time for yourself each and every day. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I always say, last but not least, as always, please don't forget to thank yourself. Have a beautiful day out there, and I'll see you next time.